Hello guys, at the end of this video you will learn how to remove image background. In our previous tutorial we talk about shape tool. We talk about shape tool, how to use shape tool. In this tutorial we're going to learn how to use crop tool. We all know the usefulness of crop tool. What is it used for? It is used to remove the area outside a selection. A crop tool is used to remove the unwanted part of an image. So let's say I use crop tool, I select this image, I only need the selected part, which is the eye and the nose. I only need the eye and the nose, the eyes and the nose. So after selecting that part, I double click on this rectangle. Have you seen it now? So this is the use of crop tool. It is used to select the wanted part of an image. That is the usefulness of crop tool. Okay, let me undo. Now let's remove this background. In order to remove an image background in CorelDraw, I have two ways. Not that there are two ways of removing it, but me personally I have two ways, and in this video you will learn how to remove image background in three ways. It is left for you to choose which way you prefer. Alright, in the first way to remove an image background is with shape tool. We can use shape tool to remove an image background. The second way to use to remove an image background is the use of pen tool. You can use pen tool to remove an image background. The third way, which is the easiest way to remove an image background in CorelDraw, is the use of a website. I will show you a free website that you will use. In a blink of an eye you will remove the image background. Without wasting most of our time, let's begin. So to remove an image background, we are going to start with the hardest part, which is shape tool. So to remove an image background with shape tool, first of all you select shape tool. When you select shape tool, you come to the image. So right here I have to create a node here. So I select the image, I double click on this edge, I double click here, I drag it down to this point, because right now I only want this part. I'm going to remove the unwanted part of this particular image, which is the background. So right now when I double click, I create a node, I drag it down. When I double click, I create a node, I drag it down. When I double click, I create a node, I drag it down. When I double click, I create a node, I drag it down. Have you seen it now? I create a node, I drag it down. When you double click, you create a node, you drag it down. So that's how you will use it, and they remove all the unwanted parts of this image. I remove all the unwanted part, which is the background of this image. So that's how we're going to use it. So Alright guys, have you seen how to use shape tool to remove background from an image? So this place now, in order to remove this background here, what will we do? So what we do is that we select a rectangle, we draw a rectangle here, we drop the rectangle, we select the rectangle, we hold shift and we select the background and we press on trim. Trim means to trim it to open a hole, so we trim it. So when we trim it, we select the shape and we delete it. Now we select shape tool again. So we select the image, we drag it down, we remove those areas, we don't click, you create a node, you double click, you create a node, you double click, you create a node. This is how to remove an image background with shape tool. So we are done with it. So as you can see, when you look at it very well, you see that it has a lot of sharp edges. So in order to remove these sharp edges, you need to convert it to bitmap. First of all, you select the image, you come to bitmap, you click convert to bitmap. So when you convert to bitmap, make sure you select transparent background, otherwise it's going to have another white background. So and you make sure that you put it in RGB. So when you put it in RGB, it's in 200 already. It's okay with 300. You click OK. So now it has converted it to bitmap. When you look at it now, it doesn't have those sharp edges. So its edges is now blur. So as you say, so this is how to remove an image background with shape tool. So now we're going to remove this image background with pen tool. So to remove it, you come here, you select pen tool. This is pen tool. So when you select pen tool, you come and you'll be drawing it here, you'll be pointing it. The only thing you will do is just select, keep selecting the 110 area. You keep selecting the 110 area, keep selecting the 110 area, keep selecting the 110 area. Make use of your zoom level bar. Make use of your zoom level bar by scrolling up and down with the mouse. So you keep selecting, make use of your zoom level bar by scrolling up and down. So that's it. It's very simple to do. It's very simple to do. So this is another way to remove an image background. This is another way. This is another simpler way. After this method, we are going to learn how to remove it with the simplest method, which is a website. Within 2 seconds, we have removed the image background. When you are done, you close the node. Make sure that you close the node. When you want to close it, you bring it to the first node and they click it. You close the node by clicking it on that first node. Now it has closed. So what will you do? You select the object that you draw on the image, and down you hold shift and select the image. So when you select the image, you click on intersect. Click on intersect. Intersect means to get the intersected area, the area that they meshed. You to get the that is the intersected area. So when you click on intersect, you get that area. So now what will you do? You click on outside. First of all, you select the object, you bring that object out, you select it again, you bring out that selected area, which is the intersected area. So this is now the background, so you remove it. So have you seen it? This is another way to remove an image background in CorelDraw. So in order to remove this place, you select shape 2 again. When you select shape 2 again, you draw it. You select pen 2 again. So when you select pen 2, you draw it on top of the image. So when you are done, you hold on shift, you select the image, you click on trim. So trim means to open a part. So have you seen it? I've trimmed it. I have trimmed it. You come to bitmap, you select convert to bitmap, make sure that it is on transparent background and also RGB. The last method of removing an image background is through a website. What we do is that you come to website. The website is remove.bg. When you come to remove.bg, it's either you click upload and they pick up the image that you want to remove the background from your desired directory, or you open that particular directory and you drag that image to that website and you let go. So it's going to remove the image background for you successfully. So have you seen it? So this is the simplest way to remove an image background, and it's very, very neat and okay. So when it's done, you click download. Now the file has been downloaded in my PC, so I will just bring it down here. So have you seen it? So this is the simplest way to remove an image background. Very simple and very, very neat.